Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the EcoFlow holiday deals. These are some of the biggest deals that we've had all year long, and I could have saved a lot of money when I bought mine if I would have purchased it now, but I still felt like I got a really good deal on mine, but right now is definitely the best deals. So if you're looking at power stations and EcoFlow is one of the brands that you're looking at, right now is definitely the time to decide which unit is best for you because you're going to save the most money. They also have a lot of bundle deals going on, so you'll save, if you want a solar panel with your unit, you'll save a lot of money by bundling them together, getting them in a bundle, or if you want the expandable batteries for the Delta units, you can save a lot of money that way. So definitely a lot of deals going on. I'll have the website linked down in the description for you guys. I'll also try and get you guys a discount code for any item that's not on sale. At least you can get a little bit of a discount on them. Other than that, we're going to be going over a little bit of information on each unit as well as how I use them and my thoughts on them. I have the River 2 Pro from the River series and the Delta 2 Max from the Delta series. Both have their intended purposes and both are fantastic in their own way, but we'll get into that. If there's any information that you want to know that isn't covered in this video, I have a dedicated video on the River 2 Pro, dedicated video on the Delta 2 Max, as well as a comparison video going over which each one is best for, like scenarios, to kind of help you better decide which unit is best for your needs. So lots of information in those videos, specs, features, pricing, all that good information. But once again, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Let's get into this. So this is my River 2 Pro, and I primarily use this unit for my camping needs. The primary thing that I run on it is my 12-volt powered coolers. This unit can run my powered cooler alone for 3 days. If I charge any other small electronics, phones, tablets, headlamps, camera batteries, anything like that, I still get just shy of 3 days battery life out of this. And I can either run the solar panel on this to keep it topped off, or I can just plug it into my truck power inverter for an hour and get it topped back up to 100%. And there I have another 2 to 3 days worth of use out of it. So really good unit for camping. The River series is extremely light. This River 2 Pro is in between 17 and 18 pounds. It has a carrying handle. The construction build is really good. It's nice and durable, and I have been extremely pleased with it. I can also run my diesel heater on it. I don't do any winter camping, but any like spring and fall time where it gets a little chilly at nighttime, this thing runs my diesel heater just fine, and I really enjoy the versatility of this. The River 2 Pro has 3 USB-A ports, a USB-C port rated at 100 watts, 4 AC outlets, a DC 12-volt outlet rated at 10 amps, and then a couple of DC 5521 ports, which is going to be used for like CPAPs or any of your devices that use the barrel style charger or connection. And the display is extremely easy to understand. You have your input watts, output watts. It'll show you what input when it's charging and then what you're outputting for whatever device you're using this power station for. You'll then see the hours, whatever you plug into it, it will adjust the amount of hours that it can run that device for, and then you have your battery life percentage in the middle. Very easy to understand, large bright display, and then each one of these sections is self-powered, so I can plug items in here, but they're not going to work until you actually turn that section on. And then this can also all be controlled and adjusted from the EcoFlow app, which is probably one of the best power station apps on the market. So definitely a good unit for my needs and camping in general. So if you're going to use it for anything like that, I definitely recommend the River series. Definitely some big deals going on there. And then as far as your AC charging port and your solar charging port, those are going to be located on the back. But for the River series, everything else is going to be located on the front of the unit. I can't really think of any cons for this device. It's nice and light. It's very mobile. Plenty of ports for anything that I need, and I've been extremely happy with it. So let me go ahead and show you guys my Delta series unit and how I use it here at the house. Okay, so as you can see here, this is actually underneath my workbench and computer station. This is kind of where you guys see me. I got a mini fridge over here, lots of, electronic speakers, lots of knickknacks and stuff, and the outlets on the toolbox and all of that everything's running through the Delta 2 Max. And while the Delta 2 Max is still a unit that you can use while camping, if you go on longer camping trips or you run larger appliances or cookers or anything, These are still going to be fantastic for camping trips, but with the Delta 2 Max or the Delta series, they are going to come with a heavier weight. They have a much larger battery capacity, where the River 2 Pro has a 768 watt hour battery capacity and an 800 watt inverter that X boosts up to 14 or 1600 watts. I'll throw that in there for you guys. This unit, the Delta 2 Max, has over a 2000 watt hour battery capacity with a 2400 watt inverter and X boosts up to 34 or 3600 watts. So quite a bit larger, but it is going to come at a heavier weight. From the 17 to 18 pounds for the River, this Delta unit is going to be just over 50 pounds. So it does have a carrying handle in the front and back. I'll throw some clips up in here so you guys can kind of see the unit. It's kind of tucked in here. I have everything set up. Everything's plugged in, and with the Delta series, all of the AC outlets are going to be located on the back of the unit. So that's why these are kind of fantastic for home use or shop use, just because I still have access to all of the USB and USB-C ports on the front without having a gangle of wires up front. Everything's kept nice and tidy behind the unit, and it keeps everything nice and clean. So it kind of, these are built kind of to have a home and still keep things nice and tidy without wires and cables being all out in the open. With this unit, you do have two carrying handles, like I stated, the flat top, just like the River series, and you have kind of a rubber ring around the top so you can set things up here. You don't have to worry about them like sliding off. It does have a lip and it's rubberized. But there's a lot of information in those videos that I told you guys about earlier, so if you want, check those out. But this unit is constantly plugged into the grid or, the outlet, and it is always at 100%. So whatever power my computer, my mini fridge, all of that is just flowing through this device. Not only is right now a good time to buy a power station because of the deals going on, but we're also coming up to winter time. And I grew up in an area where power outages were pretty common for 2-3 days, sometimes a week. You'd be out of power. And even if you live in an area where you don't see a lot of power outages, just one power outage, this can be a lifesaver. Whether you're running your CPAP on it, or you need to keep your fridge going, or you need to cook, you can run cookers on this. With a 2400 watt inverter, you can literally run anything that you would need. I've run power saws on this, angle grinders on this, air compressors, anything my River series runs, obviously this will run, plus any large appliance. Obviously, the larger item you run, the more of a draw it's going to have on it. That's just how it works. But this thing, I think, can run my powered cooler for around 8 days without a charge. Really, really nice, with over 2000 watt hour battery capacity. And then this has an option for expandable batteries as well, up to over 6000 watt hours. So you could run a lot of appliances for quite a while. You can also dual charge. You can run your solar panel and AC charging on this and charge it extremely quickly. Just AC charging, you're looking at about an hour and a half. Both of these units, the River series and this Delta 2 Max, have a LiFePO 4 battery, which is a fantastic battery. They have over 3000 life cycles before it hits 80% battery capacity. And then with the LiFePO 4 battery, you also get an extremely fast charge, and all around just a great unit. Once again, the same display, the same function of turning on and off the powered sections. I have obviously all of my ports plugged in the back, and that's also where the AC and solar charging ports are. And so this thing just runs when the computer's off and the fridge compressor isn't running. It'll show 0 watts transferring through. Right now, the outlet is providing 130 watts to keep this thing charged to 100%, while it's supplying the same wattage to whatever devices I'm using. Now, this isn't necessarily an emergency backup for extremely sensitive electronics. This has a 30 millisecond response time, which is still extremely fast, but some actual emergency power supplies are something like half millisecond to 2 millisecond response time. So if you're running extremely sensitive electronics through this for a emergency backup, I would suggest putting an emergency power supply between this and your outlet. just in case. But for my situation, this will keep my computer going. It won't shut down or anything like that. It's fast enough to keep it going, and I can save whatever I'm doing, and then if need be, this is still very easy. I can still simply, after I get everything saved and unplugged, I can simply pull this unit out. I can take it inside. I can use it to cook dinner. I can use it to run my fridge to keep my food good, whatnot. So this is great for emergency backups, as well as, you know, just really anything in general, because I can run all of my power tools, anything in my garage I can run on this unit. So this thing has been fantastic, and just simply pressing the button there just puts it to sleep. It doesn't shut the unit off or anything like that. So we're still good. 6 AC ports on the back, 4 USB-A ports, 2 at 12 watts, 2 at 18 watts, and then you have 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts each, and plenty of battery capacity for me, but once again is expandable. Just with the Delta series, you're going to be carrying a little bit more weight. For me, my personal thoughts, Delta series is more for those larger appliances or longer trips, or using it at home for an emergency situation, whether that be an emergency backup or being able to run your cookers, and you can run 99% of your appliances on this unit. So definitely a great unit. Big deals going on this as well. And you can save a bunch of money if you want the expandable battery packs. If you bundle them, then you can save a lot of money as well. So just a lot of good deals going on right now, and I could have saved quite a bit of money on my purchase if I would have bought it right now. But I'm still happy with my purchases. I'm still happy with both of these units. They've performed very well in the situations I've put them in, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of your guys' thoughts, and as always, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.